Hare Krishna, Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter number 2, shlok number 27. Om Agyan Timirandhasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णवों की जय. हरे कृष्ण. श्लोक नंबर 27. जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्यु ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्माद् अपरिहार्यर्थे न त्वं शोचितुम् अर्हसि. जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्यु ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्माद् अपरिहार्यर्थे न त्वं शोचितुम् अर्हसि. श्री कृष्ण अर्जुन को समझाते हुए कह रहे हैं कि हे अर्जुन, जिसने जन्म लिया है उसकी मृत्यु निश्चित है और मृत्यु के पश्चात पुनर्जन्म भी निश्चित है. अतः इस अस्थायी शरीर के लिए तुम अपने अपरिहार्य कर्तव्य पालन में शोक मत करो. श्रील प्रभुपाद हमें समझा रहे हैं कि मनुष्य को अपने पूर्व जन्मों के कर्मों के अनुसार जन्म ग्रहण करना होता है और एक निश्चित अवधि के बाद मरना भी होता है. अतः इस अस्थायी शरीर के नष्ट होने पर मनुष्य को अत्यधिक दुख नहीं होना चाहिए. इस तर्क से हमें यह कभी भी नहीं समझना चाहिए कि हिंसा को प्रोत्साहन दिया जा रहा है, अपितु समाज एवं राष्ट्र की शांति के लिए कभी कभी युद्ध और हिंसा आवश्यक हो जाता है. महाभारत का युद्ध भगवान की इच्छा अनुसार था, समाज में धर्म की स्थापना के लिए, और अर्जुन एक योद्धा है और योद्धा का कर्तव्य है युद्ध करना, और कर्तव्य मार्ग में दुख और कष्ट अवश्य आते हैं जिसे सहन करना पड़ता है. आज के परिवेश में जब समस्त विश्व कोरोना से संक्रमित है, सभी स्वास्थ्य कर्मचारियों को अत्यधिक कष्ट उठाना पड़ रहा है, लेकिन वे दुख और कष्ट को सहन करके अपना कर्तव्य पूरा कर रहे हैं, और यही भगवद गीता का सर्वोच्च ज्ञान है कि हम सभी को अपना कर्तव्य करना चाहिए जिस प्रकार भगवान ने कहा है. Bhagavad Gita is popular in our society to teach every person to do their duties. Shri Krishna is explaining to Arjun not to deviate from his duties. He explains the Buddhist philosophy where there is no existence of soul and the body is considered to come into existence with the combination of the 5 elements of material nature, which is air, water, fire, sky, and earth. Srila Prabhupada also explains this body as a bag of bones, blood, and flesh. In this shlok, Krishna says, जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्यु ध्रुवम जन्म मृतस्य च, which means for one who has taken birth, death is certain, and for one who is dead, birth is certain. Here we must understand that the birth and death is only of the body and not of the soul, because the soul is the part and parcel of Shri Krishna, who is Ajo Nityam Shashvato Ayam Purano, So, for anything that is temporary, the duties should not be neglected or disrespected, because each one of us very nicely understand the importance of duty in our life. Arjun was feeling nervous and weak to kill his enemies, and the thought of not being able to see the physical body of his grandfather, teacher, and other near and dear ones made him lament. So Krishna explained it to him, the Buddhist philosophy, that the body of your grandfather, teacher, and near and dear ones will again be born, so you need not lament and carry on doing your duty, which is to fight. Here, Srila Prabhupada mentions the Darwin's theory of evolution, where, like in the Buddhist philosophy, there is no mention of the existence of the soul, and the body comes into existence with the combination of the five elements of the material nature. Srila Prabhupada says that this theory is accepted by the atheists. Atheists are the people who do not believe in the existence of soul, so they do not believe in the presence of God also. Matthew Arnold, a famous British poet, has criticized the Darwin's theory by saying that such scientific theories are responsible for bringing doubts and despair in the minds of the people. Srila Prabhupada says that many people nowadays argue that why should they believe in God or Sri Krishna, or what is the need of Krishna consciousness in the society. They just need to do their duties nicely and honestly, and there is no need to worship or love Krishna. Srila Prabhupada explains that in the state or center of any country, there is a standardized law which has to be followed by each and every person to maintain peace and harmony. In the same way, the words of Sri Krishna is the ultimate for each one of us, and by following Sri Krishna's words, no one can ever do anything wrong or immoral, and the whole society will become honest and dutiful. And this is the aim of the ISKCON Society of Krishna Consciousness. In the army, when a soldier attacks and kills the enemy soldier, he is awarded medals. But if the same soldier kills any other soldier without the permission of his commander in chief, then he will be punished for the same act. So, here in this shlok, we understand that when Krishna is giving directions to Arjun to kill his own people, then it is the highest duty of Arjun to obey Sri Krishna. Once, Sri Krishna, during the war of Mahabharata, had asked Yudhishthir to announce to Acharya Drona that his son Ashwathama got killed, and Yudhishthir was reluctant in saying so, as he always spoke the truth, and by disobeying Sri Krishna even for a second, he incurred sin, for which he had to go to hell for a short period of time. So it's very clear that whatever Sri Krishna says is dharma, and we just need to follow it by understanding Bhagavad Gita as it is explained by Srila Prabhupada. So, in this and the previous shloks, the Mayavad philosophy, which says Brahma Satya and Jagat Mithya, and Buddha philosophy and Darwin's theory have all been rejected, and just one theory we need to follow, and that is Krishnavad in the Bhagavad Gita as it is. So, the main aim of ISKCON, Society of Krishna Consciousness, that is, International Society of Krishna Consciousness, is to educate that in each and every species, whether it is human species or birds or animals or water creatures or trees, everywhere it is the soul of Sri Krishna which makes everything living. So it gives us a sense of oneness, and once we are fully conscious of Krishna's presence in each and every soul, then automatically we become nice and honest with everyone. And this is the need of the hour, to do all our duties nicely and honestly in whichever capacity the responsibility has been entrusted on us. And by doing so, we become Krishna conscious in real sense. And this is the dream of Srila Prabhupada, that this is how we will make our world filled with happiness and joy. Now I end my shlok here with the request that please do listen to the shlok and share it with others, as listening to Bhagavad Gita shlok is the highest form of duty towards Sri Krishna, and sharing it with others is the highest form of duty towards the entire humanity. I bow down to Srila Prabhupada for giving us the intellect to understand the explanations of Bhagavad Gita as it is in such an easy and understandable manner. Hare Krishna. I bow down to each and every listener of mine. Please do write your comments, as your comments are very, very encouraging and inspiring to me. Hare Krishna. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.